Chance of hanging.
It's Week 18 of the National Football League, and we'll see the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa, as he's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Dolphins and the Jets, and it comes your way next.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Jets coming into play. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Miami. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Throwing to start here is Tua. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. But, Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa throwing middle, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Tua. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. But that is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, here we sit, week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here. And we'll step aside. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Now Tua. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Tua going to throw. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 22, Tua. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. To Edmonds on the toss. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Tua sets up to pass it. And Brown's got it for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's De'Ami Brown who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So it's all down to this, Week 18 on the NFL schedule. And that means that once we sort things out, we'll all be set for our second ever Super Wild Card weekend, which I think everyone agrees was a runaway success last year. We got 2 games coming up on Saturday, 3 more on Sunday, and then we'll put a bow on it Monday night. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Jameis to throw it. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. That is caught. It's Uzomah. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Winston now. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, Winston. Wide open receiver complete. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. To the air again with Winston. And that is caught, but the big judge right there to say incomplete.
Some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 3rd and goal, Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So a conservative decision there, but it does put them on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is ours. Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Jets head out on offense here to start this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Inside handoff now to Fournette. To the 43, 2nd down. Second down, back to Fournette. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Winston. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Winston. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Play fake. Winston. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that is incomplete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll throw again. Winston. Hard throw. Incomplete. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. He's got room. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one 28 yards on the ground.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this one is incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Miami. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. New York set to take the field.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They go play action. Winston. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Winston from the gun on third down. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Throwing, Winston. And he's got it complete to Anderson.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Throwing again on second down. Winston. Cooks on the quick slant. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Winston.
He's got Anderson on the slant. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man is Uzomah.
He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
To throw is Winston. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Davis, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Jets have taken a fourth-quarter lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead is now 10-7. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. From midfield, here's Tua. Over the middle here to Brown.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Now he dumps this off over the middle.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Here's Tua.
Flushed out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Fournette. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Winston. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Tua and the Dolphins down 10-7, a little under 30 seconds remaining. A chance to end this season with a bang as they come up with a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Chase Edmonds, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Tua. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining. Tua to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Jets are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So for the Jets, they conclude the regular season with a final record of 11-6. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they're going to kind of bottom out here to wrap up this very forgettable season at 3-14. And it's fair to say wholesale changes will be forthcoming in the very near future.